guys, Turbocharged 51 over here. I hope you're having a splendid day wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the series Building the Ultimate Track Toy right here on Gran Turismo 7. Remember to drop a like down below on the video. It's only going to take you a nifty 2 seconds. And let's get into today's vehicle. A vehicle that was highly judged when it released, and it was actually a good bang for your buck vehicle. Now guys, first of all, before anybody tells me in the comments, I will change my race suit before we take the car to the track. Yes, I forgot when I started recording. Leave me alone. I do have Hyundai suits, okay? Shush. Okay. The Hyundai Genesis 3.8. When you didn't have the money for a 370Z Nissan or a BMW M2 or an Audi S3 or RS3, this was your next best option. And I've seen videos of these cars online. The guys completely clap them out. They actually look stunning, and you can get some pretty nasty tunes for this car and upgrades. It's a very underrated car, and this is coming from somebody that doesn't like cars built in Korea. Nothing against the Koreans, I just don't think their car quality is where the Germans, the Japanese, and the British are. But Hyundai is the leading company from Korea, if you ask me. And this car, in my opinion, was highly underappreciated. So we took one, and we did a little something to it, a little something. And I think it came out gorgeous, and I think it's gonna be an absolute beast. This is our Hyundai. Oh yeah. I dig it. So guys, here is the upgrades we fitted to our Genesis Coupe 3.8 from 2013. Weight reduction, stage 1, 2, and 3 are installed. Racing crankshaft, titanium connecting rods and pistons, high lift camshaft, polished to the ports. The engine has been balanced and it's been tuned. It's been stroked up, it's been bored up. It's got a carbon fiber prop shaft as well as a racing clutch and flywheel. It's got a medium RPM turbo because we can't fit a high RPM turbo. No anti-lag unfortunately. A racing intercooler, racing air cleaner, racing exhaust manifold, racing brake system with slotted discs, racing brake pads, a nitrous system, which again we're doing something time attack themed, so no NOS will be used, a fully customizable racing transmission with a fully customizable ECU, 200 points of downforce on the rear and 100 on the front, racing soft slicks all round, a fully customizable suspension kit with the car dropped to as low as we possibly can, and we've kept the differential. Guys, we've nearly got 600 horsepower in a car that weighs 1100 kilos. Well, 1150 kilos. And you might think compared to some of the previous cars in this series it's not going to do well. You would be mistaken. You would be highly mistaken. This car, with the quick test that I did to make sure the car is actually eligible to use in this series, yeah, I am very much looking forward to this episode. I'm more looking forward to this episode than you would believe. I think this car is a sleeping beast. I think it's because people are gonna underrate it. It's gonna surpass expectations, and I really hope that it does because I've got reasonably high expectations for this beautiful car. And guys, that front view with those little LED lights in the bumper, nobody can tell me that this car does not look good. I understand it's a Hyundai. I understand it's not a fan favorite car. But this thing slaps when it comes to looks. The only thing I would change is maybe the light design. But even if you don't change it, it looks like a bear. Like a bear ready to come and get you from the front. And with somebody that's from Africa that's used to lions, leopards, cheetahs, elephants, rhinos, crocodiles, some pretty ferocious animals in the animal kingdom, that's not used to bears. I've seen a lot of videos of bears, and they're pretty terrifying when they're coming at you. And this references that, if you ask me. But furthermore, let me go get into my Hyundai suit, and then let's take it to Tsukuba. Okay, all good. Okay, are you guys happy now? Are you guys happy? He's got a Hyundai helmet and suit on, okay? And I actually think the helmet is quite fire, I'm not gonna lie. like complete kudos to the suit designer, but the helmet, man, this looks good. Now actually, I actually want to mention something while this game is updating my profile, to actually tell you guys something a little bit about myself. Like, I remember I mentioned in the beginning of the video that I'm not really a Hyundai guy. I don't have the biggest praise for vehicles that come out of Korea. Although I've already sat inside, driven a slight tiny bit, and actually seen how they perform against other cars in their class. I'm a big fan of the Hyundai i20 and i30N, and also because I'm a massive WRC fan and I do stay up to date with what's going on in the rally world, and I see how fantastic Hyundai is doing. They're really starting to win me over with this whole N franchise. Like it's like BMW M. N is like Hyundai's sports franchise. And one thing that I have to say, even with your basic day-to-day road-going Hyundais, they look good. They really, really look good. So I just thought that's a little bit of a cool plug to tell you guys that I'm actually a fan of the i20 and i30N, and that's the reason I actually do not dislike the Genesis. I actually think it's a pretty cool car. But with that being said, let's go take it for the 5 laps of fury. Oh boy, I can't speak. The 5 laps of fury around Tsukuba. So here is the leaderboard for Tsukuba. Now again, for those of you guys that need to be reminded, or for those of you that are new to the series, the main feature of the series is not about which car is the fastest, it's about which car we have the most fun in. But obviously, the time of the car set still plays a big role. So, Mitsubishi Lancer EVO, which is currently the fastest car we have around Tsukuba by a significant margin actually, the M3 Coupe, the Aston Martin DB5 #007, and the FK8 Honda Civic. That's the cars we're comparing this one to. And again, you guys made it very sound and clear in the comments. I think I had 1 or 2 comments, the rest were the opposite. I had 1 or 2 comments that said no, delete the previous season's times. The rest just said keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. So we're keeping all the season's time so we can compare all the vehicles against each other, because there's going to be a total of 40 vehicles by the time this list is complete, because we're doing 5 seasons, but season 5 is something special. Trust me, you want to be subscribed for this. Don't forget to ding that bell, and let's get this Hyundai around Tsukuba to see what it's going to do. Oh wow, listen to that! I'm gonna shut up quick. The turbo noise! Oh my goodness gracious me, this car sounds phenomenal. It sounds like a Nissan 370 or 350Z. I'm not kidding. It's not going to be a very good first lap, but still, it is a bit heavy though. It feels a bit heavy. Oh my goodness gracious me. Woo! And that turbo blow off when you actually come off the throttle sounds incredible. 55 too, it's not a bad first lap. Okay, but now we need to get our focus on. Woohoo! A lot of torque, I have to be honest, a lot of torque. Well, to be fair, we almost have 600 horsepower in this little... It's still a little car, it's still a Hyundai. It's not an iX35 or a Tucson. Oh wow, okay, this is really... This car on the Nürburgring is going to be so much fun. Ooh, it's a bit aggressive turbo. Here we go. We're still lost, we're still 2 tenths down, so it's going to be hard to gain that. in just the final corner. This car feels fast, man. It really feels fast. Oh wow, okay, let's go Hyundai. Yeah, we kind of messed that hairpin up very badly. Come on, little Honda. Oh! It likes that very wide outside line to the inside of a corner. It really likes that. The car can handle that pretty darn well. Oh man, it's the first time I went to 5th gear there. Not the smartest thing to do. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think I've got it now. Okay, here we go. Oh wow. Grip is there, man. Grip is there. You just need to know how to control the rear. Beautiful. Another improvement. And that actually was our final lap. I didn't even realize that. Guys, just listen to the pops and bangs. Just listen to this. Man! Can't you do donuts though? Quite easily, I'm suggesting. Yeah. 2nd gear is easy, man. 3rd gear. You can just floor it. Will it do 4th? Yes, 5th. Okay, no, 5th is where... Never mind if you touch the grass, it goes. Okay, but let's stop playing around. 54.2. That's fast, man. That's really, really fast. Like, oh wow. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one on the Nürburgring. And yet, once again, we've got a car that is within the bracket of the M3. How is this season's cars been chosen so exquisitely well? Genesis, DB5, M3. And the FK8 is not far behind them. How? The S2000 from Season 1 is just chilling there, being like, you know what, I'm still here. I was still a pretty darn fast car. Oh my word. I honestly can't wait for this Nürburgring lap because this thing feels corner-wise as fast as the M3. If I can hook up a better lap, I think this is this little boy from Korea can definitely take on that M3 and that DB5, even though that DB5 had more horsepower than IQ. Cue the Nürburgring. Cue the damn Nürburgring, son. Welcome to the Green Hell, Hyundai. To be fair, this car went to Japan right now where we were in Tsukuba and stuck it to the Japanese cars. It didn't, you know, it didn't come and was just like, no, I'm the new kid on the block. It was just like, yeah, I'm here, I'm competitive. Will we get to the Mitsubishi times? Highly doubt it. I don't think it's that fast. But M3... And I mean, FK8, DB5, the DB5 actually did worse than the FK8. The DB5 got beat by a front-wheel drive car, which again shows that it's not all about drivetrain. I do not know where this car's going to place. I honestly don't know where this car's going to place. But I am very, very excited to see. And honestly, guys, I understand it's a Hyundai, but I really hope this episode does well. Because I think this car honestly deserves it. It's a freaking cool car. Alright, attempt number 1, here we go. Woohoo! That mid-range torque. Oh wow, here we go. I'll explain what I did there in a moment. Okay guys, so the reason I went to 4th and back down to 3rd is this car really kicks in 3rd gear. And I wanted to test something out there. Very quickly realized it's not a fast way to do things, but it's okay. Ooh, it lifted a bit there. Oh wow! Gonna have to stick to the inside. Yo, I had to really feather the throttle there, but oh my word, look at the speed! Oh boy. Doesn't like big curves though. And as I say that, I run wide! Okay, you had to feather it there. We lost time there. We didn't gain anything from slightly cutting that corner. Ooh, yay, Baba. This thing is fast. Don't underestimate this Hyundai. Yo, it's so smooth and it's so good under braking, man. Wow. Ooh, massive oversteer. Jeez Louise. A little bit of grass touching there, but nothing that's going to break the bank. Wow, it's one of the few cars that goes up to top gear here and still accelerates up this hill. Woohoo! Nah. Sketchy boy McGee. Didn't have the confidence to go through there flat out, even though I think it's possible if you have the perfect line. That's what I was scared of in 3rd gear. Wow. The carousel feels so smooth. That was a massive pop out the back. If it was nighttime, I would have shot a flame the size of frickin' Jupiter. Oh, wow. Why did you oversteer there so randomly? Wowza. Absolute wowza. This car is thoroughly impressing me. This is still attempt number 1, guys. We haven't restarted yet, and remember, first the registered attempt is attempt. You've only got one shot at this. Oh boy. It was there where I felt the more than 1 ton weight. This this replay shot's gonna look phenomenal. Oh, that previous section deserves a replay, man. Jeez. Okay, Hyundai. Let's see what you can do on this straight. A little bit of a nip down the grass, but nothing is going to break the bag. Let's go, Hyundai. Come on, boy. 6th gear at 278 kilometers an hour, and now we head up the hill. Oh boy, it's a 300 girl McGee. It's a 300 girl McGee. 309, 310 even before we get to the kink. 311, 312, 313, 314, and we hit the kink. Oh wow. Oh wow, first gear was so unstable through there. Oh my goodness, brake for the corner. Oh wow. Oh my soul, man. Oh, I just have to hear this again. It's the rev out 2nd gear. Just listen. I love that. I love that. Wow, that would have completely blown up my engine, my gearbox, and my turbocharger if that was reality, but nevertheless. Guys, what a car. First attempt, done. This car makes this track feel easy. I am so impressed with this car, man. Honestly, I am speechless. This car can very much go to the top of this leaderboard for the complete leaderboard. I am thoroughly impressed with a Hyundai. Yes, a Hyundai. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. I'm officially a Hyundai fan. Hyundai sports cars. Hyundai N, I'm a fan. This was... Sorry, I almost saw there. This was freaking awesome. 1 try, and I can't remember a 1-lap car that I've had that much fun in without multiple tries. 635.597. It's just behind the Lancia Delta from season 1, and we all know, even though that car was a Group B drift car, even though we used it for track, it was still a very drifty boy McGee. It was stupid fast. This car is nipping at its heels. I can see that the M3 just loves this track. It's as if it belongs on this track. It's going to be, to beat the M3 and the Mitsubishi is going to be very tough this season. I can see that. But this is the third fastest car we've had this season. It beats the FK8. It beats all Mr. Bond, and it's not far behind the 2 leaders. 7 seconds to the Mitsubishi, and I mean, what's that? 4.4 seconds from the M3 around this large lap. It's not that much, man. It's really not that much. And it beats a lot of cars from the previous season that I thought were going to stay at the top of this leaderboard till the end of everything. I mean, the GR Yaris was such a fast car. And this car's just like, yeah, Toyota. Again, it went to Japan, showed the Toyota boys what it's made of, and it came to Germany and was like, yeah, I'm still gonna give you something to worry about. And it did the exact same thing with the M3. Bloody Nora. What a car, man. What a car. Let's get into the ratings, because honestly, I'm excited to do this. I'm really, really, really excited. So, we've got lots to talk about. And, oh boy, I don't know how to. I'll wait for that. Wait. I'm tripping over my own words here. I'm gonna wait before I reveal that. So, let's talk about the first category, speed. Guys, this car, even though it wasn't like this bonkers feeling that the FK8 Civic gave me, again, congratulations to Hyundai. If this car feels like this in reality, like the Beamer does in reality, which translates in the game, this car is so stable, but also so satisfying with high speed. The only thing is, you need to control that rear end, and that rear end is very, very twitchy. When it comes to handling, that to me, between handling capability is going to be the weakest scores for this car, but we're not talking about that right now, we're talking about speed. So with that being said, I gave speed an 8.5 out of 10. And I feel that's a very, very, very good score, and I can't rate it any lower. It's that situation again of, it's faster than an 8, but it's not fast enough to get that 9. So it's getting an 8.5 out of 10. Now to the category, well, to the next 2 categories that I feel this car is going to be the weakest in, and I think I need to talk about them together because they do go hand in hand. Now, obviously you guys saw my lap. I had a few big rear, like the rear end just stepping out and going at random times on the Nürburgring lap. And even at Tsukuba, this car in first to third gear, so first, second and third, it's very tough to control. Like, it's really, because it's got a medium RPM turbo and the torque from the engine comes through in the mid-range along with the horsepower. It's a very, very tricky car to control on corner exit. Corner entry, oh my word, I can't speak enough good about this. This car felt like the M3. It feels like a baby M3. Just in some aspect it's better. And yes, I realize I'm saying that about a Hyundai. I do realize that, and it pains me to say that because I am a BMW fanboy. I will live and die on the BMW mountain. But I mean, it's a baby M3, and it does things better than the M3. I told you guys at the beginning of the series when I opened season 2, just because I'm a BMW fanboy does not mean I'm gonna pull strings for that car so that it gets a high score. It's not me. The only thing is handling. This rear end is so twitchy, and the torque and the horsepower kick in almost simultaneously. And that makes the rear end really, really tough to control. This car just looks fabulous though. I don't know why, but for some other reason I've got a weakness for this car's looks. I just do. I don't know why, I just do. A wing suits this car. The splitter at the splitter at the front suits it. With the color combo that I've gone for, I think this car looks fantastic. You don't have to agree, but it is what it is. If you can get control of that rear end, like with tuning and everything, like with the capability factor as well, I still think this car's got a lot of lap time left. Not so much at Tsukuba, but on the Nürburgring, because I had so many rear end moments, there's a lot of time. But besides the oversteer moments and 1 or 2 points where the car really felt heavy and there was big amounts of understeer, I don't see much more time coming out of that lap. If you figure out the oversteer, you've already got 85% of the job done. And just that rear end took away so much from it. I think this car is it might be. I think it's got the possibility to be faster than the BMW. I can't say that with 100%, like it is faster around a track, but what I can say with certainty is that it's damn close. And I think in the right scenario, with the right people driving, this car will beat the E46 M3. And it'll be the second fastest car of the season, but in my hands it's not. And that's because the M3's rear end was easier to learn and to maintain. By the end of the Tsukuba and the Nürburgring lap, I still don't know what to do about that rear end, besides short shifting into oblivion, but then you've got a very crappy corner speed exit. So I just tried things as the especially the Nürburgring lap just progressed. I just tried different things. Some of it worked, some of it didn't. Some of it badly didn't work. So for handling, I scored this car a 7 out of 10 because it wasn't bad, and the braking and so good, I can't give it less than a 7. And then capability wise, there's not much time left. There is really not much time left when you figure it out and you slap a tune on top of that with a much faster driver than myself. I don't think you're going to gain that much in comparison to some of the other vehicles we've driven this season. So for capability, I score the Hyundai Genesis a 6.5 out of 10, which is still, like I said, from season 1, anything above a 6 is a good score. A 6 and above, it's a damn good score. But now here's the part that I tripped over my own words at the beginning of this little segment. Guys, the amount of fun I had in this episode exceeds that of the Aston Martin. I am 100% honest. It exceeded the Aston Martin, and for the Aston, I scored fun a 9 out of 10. It didn't exceed it by much though. There's certain things that the Aston did that was more fun than this car, and there's certain things that this car did that was more fun than the Aston. And I feel that the things that it made more fun are the things that I like the little bit of a twitchy rear end, the fact that when you just yank it, it goes with a little bit of a delay, but it goes. She gets there. And the thing is, the stuff the Aston did very well is not necessarily the stuff that I like as much as what the Hyundai did. And with that in mind, I give the Hyundai an exact same score as the Aston with a fun factor of 9 out of 10. But here's the part where people are gonna lose their minds. This gives it the highest total score of the season so far, with the score of 31 out of 40, and that gives it an average of 7.75 out of 10. When we go to the leaderboards, this is how the top 5 cars are as the season is at its current stage. In first place, you have got the Hyundai Genesis with a score of 7.75 out of 10. In second place, you've got the BMW E46 M3 with a score of 7.5 out of 10. In third place, you've got the 1998 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 5 GSR with a score of 7.375 out of 10. In fourth place, you've got the Aston Martin DB5 with a score of 7.25 out of 10. And bringing up the rear end of the field thus far is the 2020 Honda Civic Type R FK8 with a score of 7 out of 10. Guys, just look at that leaderboard quick. From 5th to 1st, 7, 7.25. So 7, 7 and a quarter. 7.375, 7 and a third. 7.5, 7 and a half. And now we've got to 7 and 3/4. What is it going to take for a car to get into the 8s? To be fair, there was only one car in the 8s in season 1, so it's a very tough score to actually get to. But your new leader of season 2 of building the ultimate track toy, all the way from South Korea, is the 2013 Hyundai Genesis Coupe 3.8. The car on your screen right now. It beats a BMW, a Mitsubishi, a classic Aston Martin, and a Honda Civic. And if that's not proof to you guys that I do not pull strings with any of these cars if I like them, there's your proof. A car that I really was just like, it's not gonna perform, man. It might be fast, but I don't think it's gonna be fun. I adored every single second of the making of this video. And that's your new leader. And with only 5 cars left in this season, this car has got the best chance of making it through to the Season 5 special finale season. It's leading. It needs all the 5 cars that are left to go to first place for it to fall out to 6th. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Make sure to go drop a like down below on this wonderful, beautiful video. While you're down there, go check out the links in the description down below. Like, for instance, the first one, which is going to take you to the second content page of TurboFox Racers. And make sure to go check me out on social media and hit me up with a follow down there as well. And guys, if you've made it to this far in the video and you have not yet subscribed, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe down below and don't forget to ding that bell to never miss a future video, short, or live stream here on TurboFox Racers. Guys, what an absolutely flabbergasting episode. A Hyundai leads in a series on TurboFox Racers. I can't believe it, but it makes me more excited to see what other surprises are waiting for us for the rest of this season. Remember, your mind is to be stronger than your feelings. Stay beautiful, stay safe, and I'll see you guys for whatever piece of content comes next. Cheers!